I imported a VW e-Golf from US, the Curaçao, Caribbean, and the charger of the VW did not work. That charger was made for 120 volts 60 Hz and my electricity is 110 volts 50 Hz or 220 volts 50 Hz. I imagine that because of the different electric frequency it did not work. I bought the Morec since it is rated for 110 to 220 volts and 50 or 60 Hz, so that means you can use it anywhere. The Morec works perfectly and charges up to 16 amp. Awesome charger. No more waiting overnight to get a full charge now, I can get it in just a few hours. Well worth the money. Works great with my 2013 Chevy Volt. Only complaint is very minor. Sometimes it doesn't click when plugged into car, so I double check that it's plugged in properly. It always is. Great product for the price. After the confusion of the picture which left my electrician baffled, my charger arrived. I took it to Lowe's and it plugged into the first NEMA 6-20 socket I saw. The electrician had the 220 volts plug installed in 90 minutes, and I am already charging my BMW i3. It's too soon to know for sure, but I'll update my rating if something changes. Right now it appears I have a great charger that was easy and cheap to install. Couldn't be happier right now. Thanks Morec. This is a great value. I installed this device permanently, but it required drilling a large hole through my wall to pass the connector and plug through wall. I think serviceable connections at the charger for both cables would enable a more elegant installation where the charger remains indoors and the plug and connector remain outdoors. This was important in my case for convenience and theft prevention. I bought this one because it seemed of a better build quality than the other numerous 240V 16A chargers on Amazon that seem to all be the same cheap hardware rebranded endlessly. I have had no problems with this charger and it has reliably worked for the last month I've had it. We recently bought a used 2013 Nissan Leaf. It's a short-range EV, but we are both retired and use the car only locally or to drive into town, about 30 miles, round trip, for various shopping, activities, and events. We can make 2 trips into town and back then charge the car at home overnight. Though our Leaf will take a 240-volt charge at either 3 or 6 kilowatts, I calculated that the available wiring in our garage, 10-2 nm cable, 120 feet from the 240V, 30-amp breaker in the main panel, can only safely support the lower 240V charging rate, hence the purchase of this 16-amp EVSE. I installed the proper NEMA 6-20 receptacle using 4 feet of 10-2 nm cable and a 20-amp breaker in the garage sub-panel. All told, it took maybe an hour's work and $25 worth of new electrical supplies. The sub-$180 buy-in price for the Morec EVSE completed my low-budget charging station. There is nothing to report yet, except that for the last few days, everything has been working just fine, exactly as designed and with exactly the expected results. I will update this review and lower the rating if and when we encounter problems. Click link in description for more reviews.